sat at my chair in my apartment in New York that I always read all my scripts at, sort of my like lucky chair now, I think, because it's where I first read Lady Bird too, so it has this like magic around it, I think. And I just was taken aback. Like Catelyn's magic emanates through her words, and the script sparkled, like it really did. Like you could just feel every ounce of joy and heart and humor just like pop off of the page.
Come on, let's go.
Good God, it's a child catcher.
Joanna Morrigan is dead.
I've never been more scared of anything in my life. I have to try. And so I remember this feeling of like, I don't know, it just felt this challenge. Like I connected to it so deeply, but I also was so far away from it at the same time. Like, this is my childhood home in Los Angeles. I did not grow up in Wolverhampton, England, and I was born in 1993. I was not a teenager in 1993. So there were so many things that I couldn't explain why I was so connected to it, other than the fact that Catelyn's writing is so universal and so it just hits you right in the heart if you've ever been a teenage girl. And I was like, I have to try.
Last night, rock and roll meant nothing to me. By midnight, it was the most important thing in the world.
Darling, have you ever done an interview before?
I've never done anything before.
She was like, this is going to be hard. Like, if you get this part, she was like, as a Londoner, I can't even do the Wolverhampton accent. Like, she was like, even those of us from other parts of England, the Midlands accent is definitely like a tricky one. And so I was like, so anyone would be doing an accent. And she was like, what? And I was like, well, I don't know, just by the way you made it sound, like, even if you cast someone that's British, if they weren't specifically from Wolverhampton, they would also be doing an accent. And I remember her head sort of tilted, and she was like, I hadn't thought of it that way. And I secretly was like, yes, because I knew I had said something that would maybe shift her mindset a little bit on letting me, take a crack at it.
These are the places you come where you can dance and scream and be with your own kind, where everything is possible.
This is Dolly Wah. She's trouble.
Yes, I am trouble. The thing about crossing over to the dark side is that once you're there, it doesn't feel dark at all.
My question to you, Johanna, is when did you lose your mind?
I worked in this store called The Shop in the Square, which is run by these incredible female artists in Wolverhampton, and they welcomed me in. They were so kind, and I worked in their store. I learned how to use the till, the cash register. That wasn't until like week 2 that they let me do it. And I always begged in my head that people would pay in credit card because their change is so different from ours that it would take me so long to give people change back, because I would have to like really think about all their coinage in my head. But I had to speak, per Koki's request, I had to speak in the accent from the minute I walked through the door. Even on my breaks, when I like went to go order, like grab some food or anywhere, I had to speak in the accent until I like finished my shift. But it was a life-changing experience for so many reasons.
What do you do when you build yourself, only to realise you built yourself with the wrong things? You rip it up and start again.